Okay, so I'm here with James Seville. And James, how long have you been making music for?
Like 6 years since I was like 16 or so. Yeah.
So, since you were 16 when you first started, what is one of the most important lessons that you've learned along the way?
Um, it's probably just like if you stay consistent with it, you'll get better no matter like how bad you start. I was trash when I started. Now I'm alright.
So, compare and contrast like your first song to your most recent one. What is the biggest difference between the two?
I don't rap as much. Back then I was like rapping on like 90s beats and like it was just bars like all the way through. Now I feel like I make songs now, so that's cool. There's like choruses and production quality is all better. And as far as sound goes, it's a lot more indie as opposed to the rap, like really East Coast rap.
So, let's get into your sound a little bit. What how would you describe your sound? I mean, I know it's very different from like the mainstream themes that go with rap music. So, like, how did you find your sound?
Um, it was probably like playing with a lot of the instrumentalists I know, like people who play guitar and bass and drums. And once I started incorporating that with the sound I already had at that time, then it started to mesh. And you just kind of like grow as you keep making music, and you start finding like exactly what you like, and you know it when you hear it. Like you don't have to even question it.
So, are there any influences that you might have listened to as you were growing up that influenced your sound today?
Yeah, like on the rap side, it would probably be like Cuddy and like earlier Kanye and like Big L, Biggie, and then on like the not rap end, it's definitely like Arctic Monkeys and Don McLean and James Taylor and like Stevie Wonder, all those. So I like to mesh those.
So, all of those artists that you just described are very lyrical. Like, they tell a story with their lyrics, and that's kind of what you do too. So, I guess the question is, what is the inspiration behind your lyrics in your songs?
It's just my life. Like that's just all I like to do is tell people about my life, and then kind of even if I'm hiding some things or like it's still always about me. Like even if I'm like weaving through things with different lyrics and like different adjectives and all that stuff, like it's still all about me. So I take a lot of just the inspiration of it could be something that happened in a day or it could be something that happened over 10 years. All of those like are always inspirations.
So, what was the defining moment for you where you knew that you wanted to be an artist, if there was one?
Um, I don't know. Like I used to come to this festival. Like I used to come to BUKU Fest, and like I was like, you know what? Like I'm not trying to be uh, on this side anymore, because I was making music at that time. So I would come to these shows and I'd be like, I want to be on that other side. Like I want to be on the stage. So every time I would leave a festival, I'd be super inspired to go home and make music, and then I guess like every time I did that, I was like, yeah, like this is gonna be it. So just experiencing live music and wanting to do that too.
So, when the audience listens to your music, how do you want them to feel?
Kind of euphoric. Like some of the music is gonna get you turned, some of it's not. Like some of it, I just want you to sway, but I want you to feel like release for a minute. Like you don't have to worry about all the stuff going on in your life right now. Like just worry about the music, think about it, and like, just feel it for a little bit. Just like take people away from their lives for 20, 30 minutes.
Music is definitely an escape.
100%.
Is it an escape for you?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. If I don't know what to do, I'm gonna just go to the studio.
So, speaking of music, what does music mean to you?
Music is one of is I feel like it's one of the most important like virtues and arts that we have. The way it speaks to you, the way it touches you, um, and the way that people connect to it. Like I've never met a person that was just like I just don't like music. Like everyone likes music because you like something about it, but we don't know why we like it. That's what I think is really cool is the mystery. It's like why do I enjoy hearing these sounds? But that's why. That's